I have 594 stamina, almost 600. Doing my grind of the promo. Let's go play this game. It's pretty late right now, 11:50 p.m. Today is October 27th, 2020. So 1 hour, 9 minutes of that. Trying to get all these moves. This event is kind of hard. Now today, the LA Dodgers won the World Series against the Tampa Rays. So congratulations to the LA Dodgers. I don't watch much baseball, but congratulations to them. A lot of people outside celebrating. And Matt Johnson and Cook, his wife, are part owners of the Dodgers. Matt Johnson insists to go watch the game to celebrate championship. Gonna continue it. A little bit slow. I noticed in this promo, it's Minnesota Timberwolves, Memphis Grizzlies, and Atlanta Hawks. So all have to do with the full moon. So all animals that are associated with the full moon. Wally Zerviak with the ball. Kevin Garnett with the ball right there. So I'm auto-playing because it's kind of slow. Hopefully it gets better. Welcome to my channel. If anybody just came, I appreciate the support. Welcome to my channel. Hope you are having a great night. So we have Kevin Garnett right here. Now it's getting better. Slam dunk from KG. Culver with the ball. Now my Spud Webb is, I know Spud Webb is quite short, but I kept him in the starting lineup because he's more fun to play with than Jared Culver. But you probably should have Jared Culver there because he's a bigger player, taller player. It's a little laggy tonight, but I have a lot of stuff on my phone as well. I'm going to go for 2 hours. Welcome to my channel. If anybody came, I appreciate the support. Welcome to my channel. So Vince Carter right there, slam dunk. So the MLB baseball season has ended. And now in the NBA season, they're in off season. So we're going to watch a lot more football. Americans are going to watch a lot more football in the coming days. Because now it's football season. And Tua is going to start next week for the Miami Dolphins. And that should be quite interesting to watch. As he won top picks in the 2020 NFL Draft. And he's played a little bit as the backup quarterback. But he's still a rookie. I want to see. Gaming with Mike. Hi. Thank you for coming. How are you doing tonight? I think you asked for mold last time. Is I gave you mode. Just grinding the pro. Halloween promo. Awesome. It's good to see that you're fine. I'm fine as well. So I think it's 12:01. 2 a.m. in your state. It's a little bit slow tonight. My phone. How are you doing with this promo? 2:55. Oh, wow. Very late. So when do you usually go to sleep? Gaming with Mike. Do you like to stay up really late? Just want to find there. Today's live stream is gonna lag a little bit because everything's been laggy so far. Exactly. So I'm trying to too much stuff on my phone. Try to close that. Try to get back into the game. I don't know when I feel tired. Oh, okay. Now the LA Dodgers today, they won the World Series against the Tampa Rays. You watch baseball? I think you're a Red Sox fan. The Tampa Bay Rays. But I think they used to be called the Stingrays. I remember they have a different name back then. A baseball team in Florida. Let me just look at their name back then. Yeah, back then their name, from 1998 to 2007, they were named the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. But then in 2008, they changed their name to Tampa Bay Rays. They got rid of the devil in their name. I was just grinding the game out just now. Awesome. Awesome. Well, it's really slow tonight. It's really slow tonight. I had to download a couple apps because I was trying to make a video. So I think that's probably the reason. Hey, Art. Welcome to my channel. Make NBA Live Mode videos, live stream every day. And sure, I love to hear your story. Okay, we're back into the game. That's good. Hopefully it doesn't stop again. It's pretty late here, almost 12. In November, the draft, the NBA draft, the 2020 NBA draft is almost here. It'll be in early November when LaMelo Ball finally comes to the NBA. When Anthony Edwards and Killian Hayes from France come to the NBA. So it should come soon. The NBA had to close, then come back, play in the bubble. Just try to get some of these points right here. With Shane Batty, Memphis Grizzly. Okay, I'll read your story. So when I was grinding the live pass, it told me to get 2 blocks. I tried that. Then I got something out. I punched my phone. Next thing I see my screen is cracked. Oh, okay. Wow. You got mad and you punched your phone. Sorry to hear that. That's probably not so funny as in like I feel sorry that you kind of hurt your phone, broke your phone a little bit. It happens though. This game sometimes it's you'll get mad because sometimes it doesn't work. Or some events you mess up on and stuff as well. Not fine. I'm used to crack phone. Oh, okay. Yeah, some events are very hard. And so you get really mad, rage and stuff like that. Pretty stressful events sometimes. It happens. I've felt like that too sometimes. Try not to touch your phone though. I know sometimes when I miss out on these first wins, I sometimes miss out on the first wins, and then you're always trying to rush to get the first wins, and that's really annoying. We're gonna get Pete Maravich right here. So sometimes I'm like my schedule. If you play this game a lot, your schedule is basically trying to get first wins, trying to you play the event so your stamina is used. And sometimes if you don't play enough, your stamina is gonna refill, and then you can't really do anything. Pete Maravich with a steal. Bud Webb. Valanciunas. No, all we need is a layup or a dunk, so we got the layup, and we got Valanciunas to give us more moons. Do you have live pass? No money spent, so I do not do the live pass. Now the free one in the live pass, I don't really do it too much. I just like if I could get the player, I could get the player. Or I get the first player. I think this time the first player is Danny Green, so I almost got that one. I got the $30 one comes with Ray Allen. Oh, awesome. Did you want that one because you're a Boston Celtic fan? You like Ray Allen? Let's update this team. No, I just need to upgrade my lineup. Awesome. Yeah, a lot of people I know spend a lot of money on the game and stuff like that. But it definitely keeps the game alive. Keeps the game alive. The Ultimate Buckeye, he spent a lot of money. I think he said thousands of dollars on the game. So, it actually does help. There's like no money spent people that don't like people that spend money, but the people that spend money on the game actually do help the game. Keep the game going. So EA keeps making more seasons. So it's a good thing. I should be getting the 107 Gordon 107 and 110 Hayward in green today or tomorrow. Awesome, awesome. Very cool. And Gordon Hayward also, Boston Celtic. I do love the card art in this pass. They have amazing card art. Sometimes it glows. There's some animation and it glows. It's pretty cool. So I do like that. The Live Pass and the Ultimate Live Pass probably has the best card art. The Halloween promo right now has pretty awesome card art as well. So, speaking of how to improve the game, I don't know if you noticed that a lot of Boston Celtic players, like Isaiah Thomas, like Marcus Smart, they have green shoes. A long time ago, I made a video about it. I called it green shoes, but the point is that when this game started in 2016, those Boston Celtic players like Isaiah Thomas were given green shoes in the game. And what I've always wanted is that you can improve, you could give players shoes in the game. At least change the color. So, speaking of a player, Kemba Walker was a Charlotte Hornet for many years. So, in this game, his shoes are blue. But now he's a Boston Celtic. So, now you could change his colors to green. So, that's what I want in the game. The players are very tiny, but I love to see some color changes of their shoes. As a Boston Celtic fan, it's going to, if Hayward gets traded, but at the same time, it would be great for us that he can get center. Yeah, Gordon Hayward right now is in trade rumors. So I think with the Indiana Pacers I've seen today, maybe for Miles Turner or something like that. I watched that video like 2 or 3 months ago. Oh, you actually watched it? Awesome. Thanks for the support. Yeah, Gordon Hayward, when healthy, he's a very good player. Unfortunately, it is quite sad that with the Boston Celtics, he's not been able to stay healthy. Otherwise, had he stayed healthy, the Boston Celtics probably would have made the end. And of course, his coach is Brad Stevens, and they were at Butler University together, where they almost won the NCAA championship, but they lost to Duke University. These rumors that might not accept the 13 million to see what other team can offer him more. Hayward. I forget what his contract status is, but yeah, Gordon Hayward is making a lot of money. So right now his contract is actually would be seen as a bad contract, just because Gordon Hayward, if he's not healthy, then it's like a bad contract. But when he's healthy, it's actually a good contract. And so possibly other teams do not want that big contract of Gordon Hayward, especially if he's an injury-prone player. But I believe he could opt in. He could opt in, and then that'll make him. He has I think he has 1 year on his deal, I believe. But I have to look at. I go on ESPN Trade Machine. I have to look that up. But I know today I saw on ESPN they're talking about him a little bit. A lot of players are in trade rumors. As a Boston Celtic, trading Gordon Hayward actually might improve your team, though. You know, if you need a center and everything like that, it could improve your team. Do you think Jason Tatum can be better than LeBron in the future? Jason Tatum, I'm not even a LeBron James fan. I don't really care too much about LeBron James, but I do not think Jason Tatum will ever be as great as LeBron James. But I still think he could be a Hall of Famer, like a multi-year All-Star. But to be as good as LeBron James is going to be very hard. Very hard for any player to live up to that hype. Like the second best player to ever play in the NBA, behind Michael Jordan, who's usually seen as number one. So that's a very hard thing to do. But you never know, you know. Jason Tatum, his rookie season, he had an amazing rookie season. I used to do ESPN Trade Machine, but now I use a different one. Oh, okay, awesome, awesome. I know there's another one called, not Sports Machine, but to look up contracts. It's called Sportac. It's spelled, that's not called Sport, it's called Spot Rack. So it's called SPOTRAC and .com. And you can look up salaries of the players. It doesn't really trade them, but you could look up salaries of the players. See what else do I have to do today? Do I have to play these Vince Carter events? No, it looks like I finished with those. Let's see if I have any stamina. Let me just look up Boston Celtics on a trade machine. I don't have any stamina right there. Anyways, I'm going to show you my live pass. I do not buy the live pass. So I almost got Danny Green, 107 Danny Green. And that usually is the free one. Usually I could get that. If I grind, I could get the free one easy. And then the Vin Baker, 110. I usually am not able to get that player. By the way, you get the pitch court if you spend money. The pitch court. So, baseball court. Pretty awesome. World Series, the Dodgers just won. So, usually in the baseball, you play in the playoffs in the World Series in October. So, I think that's why they did a pitch court. Doryu G. Hey, what's up? Thank you for coming. Welcome to my channel if you're new. Welcome to my channel. When I use better because you can sign free agents, see what other people in the world did with trades. Oh, okay. Awesome. Awesome. Gaming with Mike. So Gordon Hayward, he has 2 years dollars per year. So interesting. I got 1-7 LeBron his best card. Free Patra. Hi, thank you for coming. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. I make a lot of NBA Live mobile videos. You got your best 107. No, don't feel bad about that. That's a pretty good card. You probably do not have a lot of time to grind. And you know, with school and stuff like that, so don't feel bad about that. I play this game because I love the NBA. So don't feel bad about your overalls. Bro, I have 109 LeBron. I like the NBA. Like the NBA community is dead. The NBA Live mobile community, a lot of people come and go, you know. Some people, they quit, but they always come back. So, when Season 5 starts, I think people will come back. I think it's all right. I play the game a lot. I think it's all right. I don't think it's that bad. I'm not as negative with the game. Do you play 2K Mobile? Well, I'll say this about 2K Mobile. Do you want to talk with me on the app? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? I play this game because it's free. Um, the main game of 2K21, it costs a lot of money. It costs $60, and then every year you old. So I cannot even download that game. And so, at least for NBA Mobile, at least EA is generous to people that have older phones that do not want to spend money too much. But if you want to play 2K Mobile, that's awesome as well. You have Kobe in your game, Michael Jordan. But I know a lot of people with older phones, they play NBA Live Mobile. Playing NBA Live Mobile with you. You want to play against my team or something like that? Is that your question? Now, sometimes I have a Facebook called Victoria Ye. It has a picture of George the Iceman Gervin, nickname player. And if you add me on Facebook, I can add you back. And then I have accounts where I can't do it immediately. It takes a couple days, but I eventually could play against your team one day in a live stream. You can add me on Facebook if you want. You want to talk more. You can add me on Facebook, or you can talk to me right here. So you've been on my channel before, right? It's not your first time, because I think it's the first time I've seen your name, your channel name. I don't think you do YouTube, right? Oh, okay. Well, do you have Instagram? I have Instagram, Victory Yay. You can talk to me there, or you can just talk to me right here. You want to talk about basketball and stuff like that? I'm usually busy during the day, but at nighttime, I might talk to you a little bit. I text you on Messenger. No, I have just Hardwood Amino. Oh, you texted me on Messenger? I think that's Facebook, right? Okay, I'll check it later. I don't really don't use Facebook that much because it's very slow on my computer. I'll check it later. Hello, rebounder. Welcome to my channel. I mean, you've been here a long time. So, how are you doing tonight? And Gaming with Mike, the rebounder. He makes great NBA Live Mobile videos. He's also an NBA Live Mobile YouTuber. He's a very funny person. And Gaming with Mike, he makes great NBA Live Mobile videos as well. Sorry I haven't been watching your stream. No problem. You probably have school. You concentrate on school and stuff like that. I understand. On Hardwood, can you talk about b-ball? Make posts, blogs, quizzes? I never heard of Hardwood before. I never heard of that. And Doru G, Rebounder Gaming with Mike, they also make great NBA Live Mobile videos. So if you want to check out their channels. I don't know if I have time to make that many posts or blogs or quizzes. I've been thinking a lot about YouTube. A lot of school, and I play basketball, and my school gives me homework like crazy. You can download. I never heard of that before. I might check it out. But I'm usually busy during the day. So you can always talk to me around here. Like crazy. No, I totally understand. School first, you know. My name is Ninja Mamba. You can search me on Hardwood. Okay, I might check it out. I might check it out. I'm quite busy during the day. I might check it out. You can always talk to me on here as well. If you come to my live streams. Spud Webb with the ball. 3-point shot. I had a project once, 1 week before in my school. Gave me a project the next week. I mean, like, come on, dude. Chill. I'm 13 years old. You from us. Yeah, I understand. School, sometimes they give out a lot of schoolwork. So I totally understand. It's very stressful. So hope you're doing well. Good luck in your school. Rebounder, he makes great videos. You can support each other. That's pretty cool. It's a good thing now I have a week-long holiday. Break. Awesome. Well, a week-long holiday. Cool. What is the holiday? Is there a holiday in Indonesia right now? You got the dab emoji. So dab to you back. Awesome. But I totally understand school and work and all that stuff. It's a lot of hard work. And the Dodgers today, they won the World Series. If anybody watched baseball, I think the rebounder, you said you like baseball. Like a religion holiday and stuff. I'll be right back. No problem gaming with Mike. A Muslim holiday. Oh, awesome. Indonesia. The rebounders, I think, is Christian, but Indonesia, I think, has the most Muslims in the world living there. Even more than the Middle East. And they're an Asian country, by the way. Are you from U.S.? Oh, okay, I thought you said... yeah, I think one time you told me. Very cool. There's some Muslim NBA players. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He converted to Islam. And if you remember a player that used to play for Minnesota Timberwolves, Shabazz Muhammad. So a lot of most African Americans in America are Christian. As you see from a lot of NBA players, they thank God and everything, but some of them are Muslim. Yeah, Indonesia is the most Muslim. So what's going on today? Today I'm just grinding the LA Dodgers. They won the World Series against the Tampa Bay Devils. If you watch baseball. So I'm actually from LA area, so a lot of people celebrating. I'm having class. Oh, okay. What country are you from? Doru G. What country are you from? Oh, you changed your logo. It has a person with a glasses on it. Is that glasses? No, I think it looks cool. Is that like a cartoon picture? Because I think last time you had like the RB, an RB. I prefer the one where you have the RB one. It look nicer. But this one, if it's some kind of animation, it looks pretty cool. I like the black and white look to it. Looks pretty. I'm from the country of Romania, small country from Eastern Europe. Yes, I've heard of Romania before. It's a beautiful country. Beautiful country, Romania. So, oh, that's very awesome that you're from Romania. I'm from the United States and California. You probably heard LA and stuff like LA area. So, welcome to my channel, by the way. Thanks. I think there's a lot of NBA players from Eastern Europe. A lot of them. Let me check if there's some players from Romania. The tallest player in NBA history, 7'7". I think his name is called George Murusen. Him or Manu Bull is one of the tallest players ever, and he's Romanian. So 20 million people. Yeah, awesome. Eastern Europe, I'm very fascinated by that country. The countries in Eastern Europe are very cool. So I think it's pretty awesome. Ernie Grunfeld. Oh, so the general manager of the Washington Wizards. He's from Romania or something. Let me check him up. Let me check and see. Oh, cool. I never even knew that. Awesome. I thought it was just American. So here, Ernie Grunfeld, who's I think was the general manager of the Washington Wizards. Drafted John Wall and stuff like that. He's from Romania. He was born here. Put that in chat if you think yours is great. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I don't really like letters in my logo. This logo is pretty cool. A rebounder, I'll say here. I have a friend that's from Poland, and that's like Central Europe. But they're Slavic as well. A lot of Polish people are Slavic, so they're telling me about their country. And she's been to like Ukraine and Russia and all those Eastern European countries. Former sub to one. Oh, congratulations! I hope you get it. I hope you get there soon. We're half Slav, half Latin. Oh, cool. Congratulations, rebounder. I hope you get that soon. Doru, are you Slavic? I think Latin you mean like Southern European, like Italian. Quite interesting to meet someone from Romania. So thanks for coming. Romans. Oh, okay. Yeah, like the Roman Empire. And then now it's Italy. You probably would possibly include Spain, the Romance languages, France maybe. I just went to your YouTube channel first video. Yes, that's my first video. Because initially I did not know what to do, so that was like my first video. It wasn't about NBA Live Mobile. Romans came here in the year 104. Rebounder. Oh, so congratulations, rebounder. You're even closer to 100 now. So rebounder is a very cool person. He's very funny guy. If his videos is very funny. He makes a lot of NBA Live Mo videos. And he's really great at the memes and the GIFs and all that. The funny stuff. Cool. The Romans came there in 104. The year 104. A long time ago. Ancient times. Very cool. Now, Romania is also very good at gymnastics in the Olympics back then. Very good at. I think they won a lot of gold medals. In fact, I think that the United States they hired a former Romanian gymnastics coach as their head coach. The United States national team. Can't believe I made the full course shot. Yeah, you can talk more on me on Amino Hardwood. Okay, cool. I'll try to check out that app. I never. So, Doru, just wondering, do you remember communism, like in your country? I believe your country and back then it was a communist country, but do you remember that, or too young? Too young to remember that? Alright, I'm going to my other account. NBA Live Mo be like. Yes. Yeah, sometimes you can't actually make your half court shot, like random times. We will not care if you complain. Hold on a second, I'm just going to my channel. Oh, I don't know what's happening, but as long as QJP keeps playing, we all good. Oh, okay. I thought that you were in Eastern Europe, that you used to be a communist country. Am I wrong? Back then, I mean, not right now. Back then. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to upset you or anything. Because I like to learn about the history of a country. I meant more the 80s. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, Indonesia used to be colonized by the Netherlands, the Dutch. That's what I meant. Because my friend from Poland, I asked her if she remembers communism back then. But a lot of people, I don't know if you remember, if you're too young to remember, or if you lived through communism Please tell me about. Please tell me about the lifestyle of your life. Because I love the NBA history about that. Arvis NBA. He got wasted his prime because the communists back then, they did not allow him to come to the NBA, come to America, as the communist countries and the United States did not have good relationship. Actually, why do you just live stream just now? Not make normal videos? I try to make a video every single day, right? So rebounder, and you could talk to me on Facebook as well if you want to ask a personal question about YouTube. But I try to make videos easier than to make a video if I have nothing to do. Otherwise, I would make a video because YouTube is a grind, unfortunately. And for NBA Live Mobile, you have to make a video every day. You'll notice that NBA Live Mobile videos, they do not get that many views. And that's kind of the reason why. But if you want to talk privately to me, I'll tell you more. Write to me on Facebook if you ever have some question about YouTube. You know, Danny Awesome, he makes videos every single day, right? And Ultimate Buckeye used to make videos every single day. So there's a reason why people do that, unfortunately. Okay. Doru. I'm back. Welcome back, Gaming with Mike. Thanks for coming back. So yeah, there's a reason why people make videos every day. Danny's okay. But not extremely entertaining. Oh, you actually you don't really like Danny that much. But he's very popular. He's a very popular person. Doru, who's your favorite NBA player? Or what's your favorite NBA team? Oh, yeah, Carmelo Anthony. Oh, interesting, Carmelo Anthony. All right, so uh, gaming with Mike. Oh, you like Chicago Bulls? Oh, okay, cool. Kim? Yeah, Carmelo Anthony is a lot of people's favorite players as well. Chicago Bulls. Michael Jordan. So, let me see. Gaming with Mike, I saw your trade. But I'll say that the trade, let me look at the trade. So your trade, a 3-team trade. But you're a Boston Celtic fan, but I think you got too many great players coming on the Boston Celtics. But you were able to make it all work. But you have Gary Trent Jr., Jeff Green, James Harden, and Damian Lillard come to the Boston Celtics. And the Houston Rockets, they get Romeo Lamford, Gordon Hayward, Enes Kanter, Yusuf Nurkic, Trevor Ariza. The Portland Trailblazers get Tremont Waiters, Eric Gordon, Kemba Walker, and Robert Covington. So it actually works, this 3-team trade. with a lot of different first round draft picks. Well, it does work. The only reason I would say I wouldn't do this trade is because you basically give the Boston Celtics a backcourt of Damian Lillard and James Harden. So that's the only thing I probably don't see it happening, is because you give them, they're too great of a players to get two of them at the same time. Oh, so Carmelo Anthony, that's your inspiration to play basketball? Oh, cool. Okay, hello, I'm back. Sorry I had to take out the trash. No problem, rebounder. Okay. Well, I'll say this. What I like about the trade is that the Rockets, if you have to call, the Houston Rockets, they want to get rid of James Harden's contract. You want to have get a lot of first round draft picks, and they do receive that in this trade. And then you get the role players as well. And the Portland Trailblazers get the role players. But essentially, the Houston Rockets and Portland Trailblazers, they have to rebuild. They have to rebuild. So I think a more realistic trade would be just possibly, let's just say, James Harden to the Boston Celtics for all those first round draft picks and Gordon Hayward. I think that could work. Gordon Hayward and that you have to put Enes Kanter in there, and probably somebody else as well. Let's just see. Their salary, Kemba Walker and Gordon Hayward's salary is pretty much the same. I would trade like Gordon Hayward and someone else, Enes Kanter and some other Boston Celtics player, maybe Jaylen Brown for James Harden to the trade. Legend Joker already got Kevin Garnett. Awesome. Amazing job. Okay, I was going to ask, you rolled a lot of rebounder. I'm going to hurry up and let's bring out Shaq or KG. I'll take Shaquille O'Neal. Do you have a championship? He's more dominant. KG or Tim Duncan? Tim Duncan, more dominant. No, KG. Tim Duncan, because the KG or Paul Pierce? KG or Paul. That's tough. I'd take KG over him. I think KG's a better player than Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce or Wade? Say Wade. Wade won championships. Pierce, he needed Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen to win championship. I'll take Wade as well. Wade or Ray Allen, that's tough, but I'll probably take Wade. James Harden or prime, Kevin Love. I'll take James Harden. I love watching James Harden play. KG or Pierce? Oh, LeBron or KG and Pierce? I'll take KG and Pierce. Two players over one player. KG and Pierce, they could defeat LeBron James, one player. I wrote to you on Facebook. Great trade for the Celtics. Not that great for the what do you call it? The other teams, but pretty good deal. And if James Harden, if they want to get rid of him, it could be a good deal. What's the other trade? What team did Paul Pierce play before he got with Boston? I don't know. Paul Pierce has played for the Boston Celtics prime his whole career. So he played for Boston, but there was a time when the Boston a bad team and they missed the playoffs. But they also made the playoffs a lot, but they never won a championship with just Paul Pierce. So it took Kevin Garnett coming there and Ray Allen coming there for them to win the championship. So Paul Pierce only played for the Boston Celtics in his prime. But later he got traded to the Brooklyn Nets, and then he played with the Washington Wizards one season, and then ended his career with the LA Clippers. I send you another one. Okay, I'll check it out. Hold on a second. Let me play the game a little bit. So this is a 3-team deal. The Boston Celtics get Nikola Jokic and Patrick McCaw and Terrence Davis. So role players. So you get Jokic, but Denver Nuggets are not going to trade Jokic though. I'll say that. He's playing too well. But the Raptors get Michael Porter Jr., Romeo Langford, Grant Williams, Vincent Portier. I never even heard of him before. Gary Harris, Jeremiah Grant, a bunch of role players, and Michael Porter Jr. is pretty good on a rookie deal, so it's cheap, and a first-round draft pick. And the Nuggets get Norman Powell, Pascal Siakam, Daniel Dias, Gordon Hayward. I would say that this deal, 3-team deal, is a fair trade, and I think it's actually better than the first one. Because the Nuggets get Pascal Siakam and Gordon Hayward, and they lose Michael Porter Jr., Gary Harris. I would say if I'm the Raptors, I would not do this deal. Because you're trading Pascal Siakam for Michael Porter Jr., and Michael Porter Jr. is kind of injury prone. So you already have an all-star in Pascal Siakam. So you don't really need Michael Porter Jr. The Raptors and the Nuggets. The Nuggets aren't going to trade Nikola Jokic anytime soon. Even for Pascal Siakam. Straight up, you would not trade Nikola Jokic for Pascal Siakam. But I think his trade is actually fairer than the other trade. So that's my thoughts on that. Should have got it. Plot is Bill Gates. Bill Gates is pretty cool. He invented Microsoft. Awesome, Doru. Okay, so Paul Pierce for Finals MVP or Gene KG. It's been a while since I watched it, but I know Paul Pierce had amazing playoffs as well. But I know KG is always consistent as well. So I would say he deserved it. But they could put Ibaka to forward spot and sign Montrezl Harrell to play the center position. Let me just check that again. Great. Have a great day, Rebound. Thanks for coming. I thank you for your support. In 10 minutes, I have another one. Okay, no problem, Doru. No problem. Usually I just talk about NBA basketball, but they put Ibaka to the forward spot and send Darren Harrell. That could work. You know, that's a good, nice, complete team. But Nikola Jokic, he's just been playing way too well. That the Denver Nuggets probably aren't going to trade him. You know, so that's just certain players. They're playing way too well. Now, James Harden, I think you could actually get James Harden or Damian Lillard eventually, because their teams are not winning. So you have a better chance getting Harden from Houston than probably Nikola Jokic from Denver right now. But wait till they start losing. If they start losing in the playoffs next year or something like that, then players eventually become tradable. Keep it up for 8 hours. Hello, InfoSpot 401. Thank you for coming. Appreciate it. No problem. I understand. Thanks for coming. Keep the stream on for 8 hours. The stream sometimes, wow, my live stream now is very clear looking. But anyways, sometimes it's all laggy. Sometimes it goes on for 8 hours because Omlet Arcade is like that sometimes. No problem, Visible Spot. How are you doing tonight? So you say Raptors starting lineup. Kyle Lowry, Powell, Michael Porter Jr., Ibaka, Montrezl Harrell. Welcome. That's a solid team, but I don't think that makes the playoffs. I think that misses the playoffs. Kyle Lowry's old, and Powell's not that good. Michael Porter Jr. is the only one. If Michael Porter Jr. can be play really well and become an all-star, then that would actually the only reason that team would be good. And Ibaka's old, you know. Montrezl Harrell, he didn't play well in the playoffs either. So I would not trade. What's his face? Pascal Siakam for Michael Porter Jr. Because Michael Porter Jr. He's injury prone a lot. He hurt his back a lot back then, and he's only been quite good at limited minutes. You know, he hasn't played that much. You know, having math class. Good luck in your math class. I think they make it to the 8 for 7 team. Possibly. Kyle Lowry's old. Ibaka's old. Montrezl Harrell did not play well in the playoffs, even though he won Sixth Man of the Year. That team right there, though. It is definitely a team that you could definitely see. They're like the Orlando Magic or something like that. They're a lottery team in my opinion, but they could possibly make the playoffs. But yeah, if you're a Boston Celtic fan, I think right now, James Harden is a possibility to get James Harden. But Damian Lillard is a possibility eventually. Because if the Portland Trailblazers eventually, they're probably going to move on from him. The reason I say that is because they always just make the playoffs. They can never win the championship. But they have really bad deals. Large, bad contracts. So, sounds like a Summer Olympics is a goal for 2012. I wonder if NBA players will go. Yeah, that's a very interesting question. I wonder as well. I believe the season has been so weird. And they might even be playing. They possibly might even be playing during the summer or something like that. And they'll be very tired out. But I think the NBA will adopt a policy like the WNBA. If they have the Olympics during their season, they'll just take a break. So the WNBA is like mid-season. They have an all-star game or something like that. They'll just take a break. So I think NBA players will go. But as you know, of the Summer Olympics and stuff like that, a lot of the best NBA players, like LeBron James, they don't go play in the Olympics. Usually it's the younger players. So like Zion Williamson, John Morant, they probably will play in the Olympics. Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, LeBron James, one of the top players in the NBA, they usually do not go. So you have young players. Also, something new that's going to happen in the Olympics. It'll be in Tokyo, Japan. Is that there's going to be 3-on-3 basketball. And I'm thinking about if NBA players will go to play 3-on-3, but I don't think they will. But you might get the role players to come. But the top stars are not going to play in the Olympics, in my opinion. They don't make any money playing in the Olympics as well. And you can risk injury. So, I actually think a lot of the NBA players are not going to go to the Olympics. But you might get the young players, the young stars, the Zion Williamson, the John Morant, the maybe LaMelo Ball, Jason Tatum, Marcus Brown, Marcus Smart. Got you, but wonder how many will go with the virus concern. I would say that the virus, as you see in the NBA and stuff like that, for a lot of professional athletes because they're young and fit, I don't think it's that big of a deal. As you see, a lot of players like baseball, NFL, NBA, even if they test positive, they get better and they wait 14 days, they come back. So I don't think the virus is that. And by next year, the virus maybe there's a vaccine or something like that. But I don't think the NBA players are going to be that afraid. It doesn't seem like right now the sports. Now back in March, back then it got canceled, the Olympics, but I don't think the NBA players are really afraid of going. Do you think I can make it to the NBA if I? Okay, I was talking with info stuff for one, but I'm gonna ask your question. Next 2027 NBA draft. Do you think I can make it to the NBA if I do it in the 2006? Right? Yeah, the NBA is you have to practice every day. You have to work very hard. You have to stay in shape. You have to be really great at basketball. So if you do that and you play really well, you make it to college basketball, you play really well, then you could definitely make it to the NBA. You could definitely make it to the NBA. But it's very tough, I just want to say. It's not easy to make it to the NBA. You know, these players are really tall players. You want to play for Duke? Yeah, Duke's one of the best universities as well. But I know a lot of people have dreams of making it to the NBA, hoop dreams. So if you believe in your dreams, you should have to exercise, stay in shape. But you have to know your body as well. Some people cannot work that hard to make it to the NBA. Their body cannot take it sometimes. But, work really hard, drink a lot of milk, exercise. Basically, be a pretty good athlete as well. And there's other sports as well. There's other sports out there. Football, soccer, baseball. Doesn't matter what team draft me, I just want to show that I belong. I totally understand that mentality. I totally understand. Yeah, I know it's your dream. It's a lot of kids' dreams as well, so believe in your dreams. But you kind of have to work at it as well. You have to practice. You have to be really good at basketball. It's not easy. It's not easy dream to make, Just being realistic to you. But like I said, drink a lot of milk. The taller you are is better. And stay in shape. Play basketball. Be really good at basketball. Work on your free throws. Work on your three-point shooting. Anything is possible. Look at Curry, right? Curry was not supposed to be drafted to the NBA, and then he got drafted to the NBA. He not only made it to the NBA, he became a star player. But there's only a few Currys out there. I'm good, but I think I'm on that level. I could put a little bit more work on it. Yes. Also, I just want to say, uh, studying, school is also really important too, right? Staying in school, getting good grades. getting possibly a good job in the future. So sometimes school is also very important as well. So you have to balance that. If you don't just be an athlete, you have to do well in school as well. And also, I just want to say also, and there's other coaches like that that never play in the NBA, and they're able to make it to the NBA as a head coach, assistant coach. So there are also other jobs if that is your dream, athletic trainers and stuff like that, medical doctors. So you can be part of the NBA, but not necessarily as a player as well. Where other players, they go into the NBA, they play like 2 or 3 years, and they're out of the NBA. They're not good enough to stay in the NBA. So even certain NBA players, they do not last that long in the NBA. And yeah, InfoSpot 401, right? Something that definitely agree with. Great. Because a lot of people, they play basketball and then they go to college, and then they get a degree. They can't make it to the NBA, but they have a great job. Make a lot of money. But I'll still say believe in your dream, but you have to work at it, which is probably the best. You have to be a pretty great athlete, stay in shape. I went to a one-on-one versus Flight Reacts. I heard Flight's not that great at basketball. I heard. That's what I heard, but he's like a comedian, YouTuber. Look at Flight, for example. Flight, he never made it to the NBA, but he did YouTube and made YouTube videos about the NBA, and he's still a millionaire, right? He's a millionaire, and he never made it to the NBA, but he's definitely associated. Every NBA player knows him. Look at QJB. He never made it to the NBA. But he made YouTube videos, and then he became a millionaire, basically, right? And then look at Troy Dan, who plays 2K, Ultimate Buckeye. So there's a lot of successful people that never made it to the NBA, but love the NBA, is a fan of the NBA, and made videos about him and became successful. So that's another way that you could be around the NBA and sports world. Also, I want to say look at the sportscasters, right? The Stephen A. Smith that work at ESPN. Stephen A. Smith, he's not that. He played some basketball before, but he's not tall enough to make it to the NBA. And then he works for ESPN, right, covering the NBA, and he's a millionaire. So his life is pretty great. He doesn't have to. He doesn't even have to. He just talks about basketball every day. He is probably the best job in the world, Stephen A. Smith. And a lot of those ESPN people. Glenn Rice made it to the NBA. He is from Flint, Michigan. A former coworker of mine knew him in high school. Awesome. Glenn Rice, a great three-point shooter. Pretty cool. He said he'll be in the NBA in 2021. Let me see. I'm gonna play some of these games, so let me check see how long I have. 9% my phone. So I'm gonna end the live stream at 1%. I appreciate the support. Thanks for coming. Alright, let's play some more. By the way, a lot of people that make it to the NBA. I came to the stream when first started. Yes, I appreciate the support. I appreciate the support. Gaming with Mike. Now keep your hoop dreams. Uh, keep keep playing basketball, right? Pre-practicing. See Kobe, he practiced a lot, took a lot of shots. I think almost like 1,000 shots every day. Now you don't have to do that much. You're still young, so but you see they have to practice a lot. And normally NBA players, they're around like 6 feet, so you have to be 6 feet is actually kind of short for an NBA player, but point guards are like 6 feet to 6 feet 4. Shooting guards are like 6 feet 5, 6 feet 6. Small forwards are 6 feet 7 to 6 feet 8, 6 feet 9. Power forwards are 6 feet 9, 6 feet 10. And centers are like 6 feet 10 to 7 feet. And Yao Ming was like 7 feet 6. So it's just telling you the height. You have to be really tall. It helps to be very, very skinny as well. You have to run up and down this court. Now, baseball players, they are not as athletic, but there's a lot of stuff they have, like pitching. You have to work on your fastball. I heard he went to the gym at 12 a.m. and stopped practicing at 7 a.m. Yeah, they're in the gym a long time. Kobe Bryant and a lot of players. I bet LeBron James in the gym a lot. Michael Jordan. Info spot 401. I just want to say, did you watch the World Series tonight? The LA Dodgers won against the Tampa Bay Devils. I did. They tested and told me I would be 6 feet and taller. Cool. Maybe you could be a point guard one day. That's awesome. Also, I just want to say football is a more normal height. So the football players, a lot of running backs are like 5 feet 9 to 5 feet 10. So football is actually more normal height. Like the NBA players are more like giants. So just saying that. How tall are you right now, Gaming with Mike? How tall are you? Check something out. So 5% on my phone. I play point guard and small forward. Awesome. So point guard, ball, and also practice your 3-point shooting. As the NBA now has a lot of 3-point shooting. I'm 5 feet 6 and 13 years old. Yeah, 5 feet 6 for 13 years old is pretty tall. 5 feet 6. You're still young. So there's still a lot of way to improve, right? And then you have to, of course, make it to your play really well at high school and middle school, right? I think you're middle school age, but you have to make it. I don't know how to say that. Make it to your JV, your senior team, your varsity team. Make it on the basketball team in high school. And then you have to play well in high school. So there's some of your goals that you have to do to make it to the NBA. A realistic goal. Yes, anything could come true though. So believe in your dreams. But it's also a lot of hard work too as well. Definitely believe in your dreams. So right now, I think you should definitely try to practice more every day. Know your limits. Know your body. Know your limits. Practice every day basketball. Improve every day. Try to make it to your high school basketball team. Make it on that team. Try to make it to your high school basketball team. And then continue, playing, improving every day as a better basketball player and as an athlete is probably the best advice I could give. So 1% my phone. Thank you for coming. I appreciate the support. I'm going to stop it right here.